Hello, and welcome to episode 19 of the Nourish and Strengthen podcast. I can't believe we're at episode 19. How fun is that? Today we're talking about a really fun topic, and that is how to take the overwhelm out of meal prepping. Okay. I talk to people all the time that are like, oh my gosh, meal prepping is so overwhelming. It's just so confusing. I don't know how to manage it. It's a lot, right? When a new client starts with us, we actually ask about their meal prepping habits in our assessment. And spoiler alert, you actually do not even have to meal prep. If you're like, I can't meal prep, it's too much. I'm going to give you some strategies on how to choose healthy foods, how to stay on track without meal prepping. Okay. But there's also, stay open-minded, because there's also different types of meal prepping that will work depending on your lifestyle, your goals, that kind of thing. But we found many women who feel like it's just super overwhelming. So today, in this quick episode, I really want to break this down for you and help you find a method that's going to work for you. And I'm going to walk you through it step by step, exactly how to do it. Okay. It's like New Kids on the Block, step by step. Ooh, baby, like that. That's what we're going to do today. Okay. But first, I have two orders of business. Number one is we have a winner for our September review contest. So if you recall, the last few episodes, I've been trying to get more reviews on my podcast to get out to more people. And I offered $100 cash up for grabs to one reviewer. And we did get a handful of reviews. I appreciate that so much, you guys. The winner is I chose it on Apple this time. Maybe I'll choose Spotify next time. It's on Apple. The username was sfred70. Okay. If you are listening and you are sfred70, please reach out to me. Actually, I want you to reach out to me on social. If you have Instagram, let's do that. If you have Facebook, that's fine as well. Instagram, it's just a little bit easier for me to see those messages. So reach out on Instagram and I'm going to Venmo you $100 or PayPal, whatever works for you. So now let's jump into my last 7 days, you guys. Oh my gosh, what a whirlwind. I went to Nashville. Have you guys been to Nashville? It's super fun. Oh my gosh, like party central. It was so fun. I went for a business mentorship conference. It was so good. Little side note tangent. I feel like it is so important, you guys, to hire mentors and coaches in your journey who specifically have done what you want to do and can help you do it, right? So in 2019, I quit my job at a supplement company and I really set this goal to go all in on my coaching business. I've been online coaching, like I've said before, since 2006 or so. And I really wanted to go all in and build a big company so we could help thousands of women feel confident and empowered and absolutely love their lives and have those transformations that myself and my coaches have had. And so hiring these mentors, I work with IFCA, Impact Fitness Coaching Academy, and they were an absolute game changer. They'd already done exactly what I wanted to do. And so then I get to go to these events and be with people doing the same things as I am. So how does this apply to you? So if you have, I want you to answer these questions in your head, okay? What is your fitness goal? What is that? Is there someone who has already done that can help you? If so, hire them. That's step number 3. Number 4 is be around other clients doing the same program on the same journey as you, okay? Shameless plug. My business, Moxy, won the Growth Award for the most business growth in their entire membership. We are doing, or mentorship, we're doing something amazing here, you guys, at Moxy. My coaches have the biggest hearts. They're amazing coaches, and we help women just like you regain your confidence every single day. So if you have weight loss goals or feel like you're struggling with hormones, metabolism, or just even your daily healthy habits, feel free to jump on a call with my team, you guys. You owe it to yourself to at least just see what we have to offer. So will you do that for me, you guys? Will you do that for me? I want you to just go to the show notes, click on the link that says apply for a free strategy call, okay? Because you are worth it. You are worth at least talking to us and seeing what we offer and see if it's a good fit for you. So, all right, let's move on to the meal prepping episode, okay? So I want to talk you guys through 3 different kinds of meal prep, okay? Personally, I typically do the second one, but there are times in my life when I've done the third one as well. And there's times in my life I've done this first one too, okay? So I'm going to give you ideas on how to know what type of meal prep you should be doing and exactly how to implement this in your life, okay? Funny little backstory though. Ever since I got into the fitness industry, my husband has really wanted me to use the phrase nourish and strengthen. Okay. He really wanted me to use it. And so a few years back, actually, we tried our hand at starting a meal prep company, and we called it Nourish and Strengthen Meal Prep. And we had a weekly menu. People ordered from it. I took orders. I made my shopping list. I prepped the food, portioned it out into containers. People came to our house and picked it up. Okay. And I hated every second of it. I really did. So I promise you, meal prepping for other people is way harder than meal prepping for yourself. And so whatever you decide to do, it's going to be so much easier than if you were doing it for someone else. So that's my just little funny random backstory. Let's jump into the 3 different methods. Okay. So method number 1 is no meal prep. And you might be like, wait a minute, how is that a method? Let's talk through this. So method number 1 is the grab and go method of meal prep. So when to use this. This is a great option in times of stress, when you're feeling super overwhelmed, when life is crazy, maybe you're between trips or vacations or something like that, and you just need things that are healthy, macro-friendly, on track with your fitness goals, that are already ready to go. Okay, so let's talk through some ideas. So really how to implement this. You're going to plan your shopping list around foods that are totally grab and go friendly. Okay, so if you need some ideas, let's talk through some ideas here. Protein. We've got pre-cooked hard-boiled eggs. They sell those at all grocery stores, right? Beef jerky, tuna packets. They sell pre-grill or pre-cooked like grilled chicken strips. You can get those rotisserie chickens. You can get rotisserie chicken already pulled off the bone. Protein shakes, bars, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt. These are all very easy protein options. Okay. Carbs, you've got fruit, you've got rice cakes, you've got crackers, you've got residual carbs in like your shakes or your bars. For fats, easy grab and go options are nuts, avocado, cheese sticks, things like that. Okay. So assuming you've got all your foods in your pantry, in your fridge, and you've got them handy, you've shopped for them, how to implement this, what I want you to do is the night before, okay? Always want you pre-tracking your food, right? If you have a goal you're trying to reach. The night before, you're gonna plan your meals based on the foods that are already in your pantry and ready to grab and go. So some ideas might be some berries on cottage cheese, maybe hard-boiled eggs and nuts, or maybe an apple and some beef jerky, or maybe it's pre-cooked grilled chicken strips with a tortilla and a guacamole tub. Like, these are very easy things that literally require no meal prep. The key is to have them on hand. Okay, so that's where you're gonna have to recognize, okay, I'm in a period of time where I wanna do this kind of meal prepping, which is none, and so I need to make sure I have these foods on hand. Okay, so that's method number 1. Method number 2 is to prep the ingredients, but you're not gonna assemble, you're gonna assemble the meals as you eat them, okay? So when to use this one? I really think this one's the most simple. Okay, this is how I prep food most of my life. It's a great method for most of my audience. So if you are home a lot, maybe you work from home, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, maybe you work part-time, you're home a lot during the day, but you're also gone sometimes. This is a great way to be prepared without feeling like meal prep is this huge project you have to tackle every Sunday, right? So how to plan this? Let's talk about this. What I want you to do is when you're planning for your week, I want you to think about what you want to eat that week. Okay. Personally, I start with the family dinners. I usually prep 3 family dinners. Okay. On the weekends, we go out once a weekend. And on the other weekend night, we just do, frozen stuff from Trader Joe's or whatever. So I usually cook on Sunday, like Monday and Wednesday, because then we have some leftovers. Okay. So I think, what 3 dinners do I want to make? And I plan those out, put them in my calendar, make my shopping list. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is, what do I want to eat for breakfast and lunch? You'll find that the longer you do this, you're eating the same things a lot, right? It's just, we're creatures of habit. You have maybe 1 or 2 options that are your go-tos and you're loving right now, right? So I usually choose 1 breakfast and 1 lunch for the week. It's going to make your grocery shopping super easy and manageable. It's going to make meal prep manageable. It's going to keep your grocery budget down than if you're buying a ton of ingredients. It's going to prevent food waste, all sorts of good things by having consistency throughout the week. And then my snacks are usually more grab and go. That's when you might be doing like more of that cottage cheese and a fruit, or a protein shake, or beef jerky and a string cheese, or something like that. A little bit more grab and go. So you're going to plan all of that in just a notebook, your planner, a note on your phone, whatever it is. Add those things to your shopping list, and then you have your complete shopping list, right? Are you with me so far? You're going to find that as you get into these habits, you're going to reach towards more of the same foods. Okay, it's going to make your life so much easier, like I said. So, how to implement this? For family dinners, I do usually prep the night of. I prep those fresh, we eat them, we have leftovers, just like most people, right? But for the breakfast, snacks, lunches, I look at the foods in those meals and see which individual items I can actually cook in advance. Okay, so for example, let's say your lunch is rice, chicken, maybe a salad, or maybe some avocado with it or something. Okay, you can cook that rice and that chicken in advance for the whole entire week. And it's going to take you no longer to cook it all at once than it would be to cook it individually, right? So if you want half a cup of rice each day for lunch, on Sunday, you're going to cook enough rice to give you 2.5 cups, right? Or however many days you need it for. Same thing with the chicken. If you need 3 or 4 ounces of chicken each week or each day for lunch, you're going to prep all that on a Sunday. You're going to throw, a few chicken breasts in the crock pot or Instant Pot. You're going to put them on the grill, whatever it is. Cook them on Sunday. Okay. Same thing if you want a snack of hard-boiled egg, apple, nuts, throw 5 or 7 eggs into an Instant Pot or however you hard-boil your eggs and prep them. Okay. So then you've got everything cooked. What you're going to do then is take that rice, chicken, whatever, and just put it into a container in the fridge. That's it. Take all of your rice, put it into a Tupperware or whatever you keep your food in, a glass thing, put it in the fridge, you're done. And if you do all this at the same time, if you've got your chicken in the crock pot, your rice in the rice cooker, your eggs in the Instant Pot, you are done with your food prep in like an hour. Okay, that it's all in the fridge. Now you might be thinking, because I get this one a lot, well, how do you reheat the chicken? Ew, I hate reheated chicken in the microwave. Try an air fryer. Have you guys tried reheating your chicken in an air fryer? It is delicious and it tastes like it was cooked fresh. Okay. So then what happens when the day comes, let's say it's Tuesday or whatever, and it's lunchtime and you want that salad, rice, chicken, right? Maybe throw some avocado on there or something. You're just going to pull out your containers and you're going to assemble your meal right there. You're going to have your veggies. You can cut those in advance on Sunday as well. You're going to have your veggies, your chicken, your rice. It's already all done and it will take you less than 5 minutes to measure it out, put it into your bowl, and you're good. Like minimal prep time if the food is already cooked. Okay, so that's method 2. And that's really how I live. We've always got big containers of protein and carbs and whatever it is in the fridge. And it's an easy way to do it. Okay. Now, method 3. This is generally what people think of, method 3, when they think of meal prep. Okay, this is full on prep actually into the containers. And this is where people get tripped up and they start to get really in their head like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. I don't know what to do. It's so overwhelming. Okay, so I'm going to break this down for you. Okay, first, when to use this. This is a great method to stay prepared and on track if you're gone at work all day, every day, or if you're just really busy and you don't even have time to think about your food. You literally want to reach in the fridge, grab a container, and that's it. This is the best way to set you up for success. Okay, so how to plan for this. You're going to plan the same way you did plan with method 2. You're going to plan your meals. You're going to plan your dinner. You're going to plan your breakfast and lunches. Get that shopping list and shop. Okay, and then how to implement it. So you're going to do everything in method 2 as far as cooking those ingredients on Sunday, okay, or once a week, whenever, but you're going to go one step farther by actually taking a container and putting in your 3 or 4 ounces of chicken and your half cup of rice into that container. If you want to go as far as putting some veggies into a baggie and writing Monday on it or something, that's totally fine as well. Or you can still just kind of add that when the day comes. But the idea here is you have all your meals in containers, so they're literally ready to grab and go anytime you need it. Okay, so this is great to do if you need to take things with you on a daily basis. I want you to think about which meals am I gone from the house from? If you work typical business hours, you might be grabbing maybe 1 or 2 snacks and a lunch, right? Maybe you're bringing breakfast with you too. I don't know. You can totally do it for breakfast also. And then you're all ready to go. It makes it so easy. It is a bit more work on the weekend, but the benefit of having everything already is priceless, really. Okay. Some people ask me, well, how long does food stay good in the fridge for? What I usually do, just in case something comes up and I don't have a meal one day, or I go out to lunch and I don't eat the meal that I have planned, I like to, prep for 5 or 6 days, but take half of those and put them in the freezer. Okay. Chicken and rice is super easy in the freezer. And then if you have 2 or 3 fresh, and then a couple frozen. And then as you eat a fresh one, you just pull out a frozen one and put it into the fridge, and it just kind of thaws in the fridge. That's a great way to do it. All right, so let's recap. Okay, let's go ahead and recap here. 5 steps to reducing your overwhelm in your meal prep. Number 1, plan your meals for the week. This is key, okay? If you don't plan, you're always gonna be just standing in front of the pantry wondering what's gonna jump out at you, right? Number 2, assemble your shopping lists, okay? Number 3 is shop, right? I prefer to do it online. It's so much easier, or, in the Walmart app or whatever grocery store you guys use. Number 4, prepare anything that can be prepared ahead of time. This is cutting up veggies. This is cooking your meats, your protein. You could throw a bunch of potatoes in the fridge and reheat them in the air fryer. Anything that can be prepped ahead of time, do it, okay? And number 5 is assemble. Either that's when you eat, assemble into just your dishes you're going to eat out of, or it's putting into your containers on the weekend. It's really that simple, okay? I do have one more biggest meal prep tip to keep things simple, okay? That is to think ingredients over recipes, okay? So when you're macro tracking and it's coming to meal prep, instead of trying to track and prep your grandma's famous lasagna, I want you instead to think of a protein, a carb, and a fat for each meal, okay? Then add a veggie in there to round it out. That's where I got the chicken, rice, salad, avocado combo, okay? You can top it with, like I said, avocado, cheese, ranch, whatever that is. Or, you think about ground beef, sweet potato, peanut butter. I know that sounds weird. The sweet potato and peanut butter, don't knock it till you try it, guys. It's absolutely delish. So anyway, that's our 5 steps to reduce overwhelm in your meal prep. And you got your biggest meal prep tip, think ingredients over recipes. So hope that helped you guys realize that meal prep is totally doable, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming or hard or stressful. It just takes a little bit of planning. You'll be so prepared. And the best part of being prepared too, you guys, is that it's so empowering to keep the promises you made to yourself and follow through with the plan. And this is going to help you do just that. Okay. So if you love this, I would love to hear your feedback on social media. Just screenshot and comment with the same thing, your favorite thing that you liked from the episode, and share it on social. I would so love to see that. Make sure you tag me. Thanks for listening, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend, and I will talk to you guys next week.